It's your boy Lyrical Voice, Lyrical God, Lyrics Voice. It's a lot like the probably himself, you feel me? Um, and this is late night discussions. And, you know, I wanted to talk about relationships, you know, my perspective, uh, both sides. And so, look, by the way, I'm not dozing off, I'm not asleep, but understand that the only reason this light is in my face is because I want y'all to see me. Um, but this light is kind of bright, but also, me closing my eyes like this allows me to better receive, you know, the messages that that not necessarily but you know, the one, you know, wants me to, relate to y'all. But let me go ahead and put this up a little bit. You feel me? So anyway, with that being said, right? Um, relationships. Relationships. You know, Chad, relationships can have its relationships can have their rocky moments, and they can have their balances, right? Yet at the same time, any connection that you have is considered a relationship. You feel me? And so, to be honest, what's up, Kenny? Oh, look, I'm not asleep. Trust me, I'm not asleep. I know you hear me. So, it's just like relationships, they have their balances and they have their rocky moments, right? And then the same token, relationships can also have their moments to where they get complicated. What do you call? But what is it called when one person claims to be satisfied where they are, but their actions don't prove it? What is it when a person expresses the same thing over and over again, but yet has had it has you know reached their point, you know? just walking away? What is it when a relationship actually stands firm, stands strong together in decision making? And, you know, how can I put it? I guess equality. You feel me? How is it when a relationship stands in that type of strength, and that type of power, that type of knowing? Will we ever know? I guess it's only different. I guess it's only different for everybody. Or maybe it's the same for everybody. At the end of the day, beginning of the day, middle of the day, guess what, people? Something that you experience, something that I experience, is something that we all have experienced. Rather, rather if it was with a platonic connection or with a, you know, uh, a friend connection, or if it was with a, you know, a serious commitment type relationship. What does it take for you to break? What does it take for you to stay? Unconditional has no limits, right? But isn't a breaking point a limitation, or is the breaking point a rebirth? Which one is it? The question, the questions that we already know the answers to. We ask questions because we know the answers to those questions that we, you know, because rather if it's a intuitive knowing, rather if the answer comes via signs, rather the answer comes via other people, via conversation. There are many sources of receiving answers. So again, as I asked you, what would it take? What would it take for you to break? What would it take for you to stay? And is a breaking point truly a breaking point? Is it a limitation, or is a breaking point truly a rebirth? But y'all be sure to let me know in the comments. You feel me? Y'all let me know in the comments. You feel me? I didn't necessarily tend to be up here too long on this live. Uh, just some things that was on my, some things that was on my head, in my head, that I wanted to share with you all. you know, because why just sit in your own thoughts when 9 times out of 10, or maybe even 10 times out of 10, somebody has the same question that you have, but is afraid to ask it. You see, the dumbest questions that you was taught when you were young, the dumbest question is the one that you don't ask. All right? So, with that being stated, boom. So, with that being stated, right? So, with that being stated, right? Motherfucking, uh, damn. What was the point? I was getting somewhere. I said, what? Brother, like, you need to come. No, I don't need a rest. Why rest? Why do I need to sleep? Huh? Why do I need to sleep? I put it like this. I will finally go to sleep and get some rest when I can say that I finally touched 15 million, traveled at least 33 states out of the 52, and have gotten at least a million streams on each and every individual song that I have on all streaming platforms right now. That's when I get some rest. So until I get a million streams on each individual song, or until, well, and because it's not or, because all of them have to happen. I had to have a million streams on every individual song. I had to have traveled 33 states out of 52. I would have to have $15 million in my safe and in hand. So total $30 million total. Um, and yeah, that would be about it. So until then I'll rest. Or better yet, outside of the material things, I will rest when humanity actually mentally breaks free from the mental bondages and chains that's been placed on them from their families, from the government, from individuals that they don't like, from things about themselves that they don't like. Yeah, and then I'll rest. But until this my planet is, when I say my planet I mean my Earth, because this is my Earth. Y'all just here. Until my planet is healed, bro, then I'll rest. But until then, you know, but I sincerely need a million streams on each and every individual song that I have out there right now. So I need a million streams on each and every one of those songs and $30 million, and have traveled 33 out of 52 states. Now look, I've already traveled at least 12. I've already traveled at least 12 states. So I got maybe about 11 more states to travel before before my first task is completed. So just say Y'all be sure to share this live with your friends and stuff. You know, rewind this on if you need to. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sheesh. You feel me? Be sure to follow me on Instagram and all streaming platforms. You feel me? Um, I got a new single dropping. Coming out soon. You feel me? I haven't really put out no snippets or anything of that lately or whatever. Um, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm debating on even putting out any. I'm debating on even putting out any more music because truly, keep in mind, I'm doing everything by myself. Like no team. Like I mean, I have a team, but I don't have a team. You feel me? Like so, you know, I got people on payroll, but even then, the people on payroll they're not necessarily bringing in streams for me for so. I mean, really, like, what are they doing other than just you know, really not even bringing me following. Uh, but yeah, you know. So with that being stated, yeah. So with that being stated, y'all, um, yeah. So until yeah, that's when I rest when those things happen. Even if one of the, even if one of those things happen and nothing else happens, cool. I will be set and I'll be able to rest. You feel me? So hey, or better yet, no, you don't even give a fuck about that shit. Fuck that. Anyway, hey look, love yourself. Love yourself, yo. No matter what, love yourself. Start your day loving yourself. Go through your day loving yourself. Even if you gotta hug yourself throughout the day. Every once in a while, it's okay. Do it. If you gotta go in the if you gotta go look at your camera and be like, hey look, I'm a handsome motherfucker, or I'm a bad bitch, or better yet, fuck being a bad bitch. Fuck being a hey look. Hey, look, we're gonna change that whole wanting to be a bad bitch shit, cause that whole want to be a bad bitch shit is toxic. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck being a bad bitch. How about becoming or being hmm, that bad empress? If you know what that is. Now, if you don't know what that is, then you know we can tap into that maybe on another segment, or better yet, how about y'all go get my other channel? How about y'all go get my psychic channel up to go get my psychic channel my psychic channel up to let me just get 100 subscribers over there to my psychic channel, and you know we can get over there and start talking. You know, start talking some spiritual stuff over there. Um, being the fact that I did just start a third channel, um, I'm going, you know, anything spiritual or whatever the case may be will no longer go on this channel. They will all go on that channel, my psychic channel. So y'all be sure to get over there. I will be posting links in the description below, so that way you can get over there to follow that channel as well as my second channel at a, at Abominations of America. Now, Abominations of America, Now over there, I be exposing things about America. I be exposing things about the government that they don't want you to know. So if you wanna gain some wisdom, gain some knowledge on symbology and numerology and things of that nature, then get over there to my second channel at Abominations of America. You want to get some spiritual guidance and some psychic intuitive messages. Keep in mind, I do not use tarot cards. I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium. You feel me? So which means I get messages via sounds. You know. Also, I read symbols. I get signs. So if you wanna get over there, get me up to 100 subscribers over there on those two channels. You feel me? And let's expand your mind. Let's expand your souls, and let's build this community of healthy living souls. Now, understand this: I am not human. I am simply here to guide you. Simply here to teach you. Look, fairies exist, angels exist, okay? All of the things that they don't want you to believe, all of the things that they don't want you to believe, all the things they want you to question, all the things that they claim to be satanic, you know, because of their religious practices, guess what? I want you all to stop falling for the bullshit. Because the more you fall for the bullshit, the more you're going to remain separated from the individual that is no different than you. Now, understand this. There's no difference between you and the next person. Yet, there are levels. There are levels to you and that person. You feel me? There are ranks between you and that person. You may have ranks that that person don't have. That person may have ranks that you don't have. But there is no difference between you and that person. Want to know why? Because you and that person have power. So, understanding that you and that person have power, no, we're not going to get on that. We're not going to get on that. Okay? We're not going to get on that. Let me ask y'all this. What is your longest relationship? My longest relationship has been 3 years, and that was with the mother of my child. Okay, that was with the mother of my child. 3 years, my longest relationship. Put your longest relationship in the comment section, and then I want you to look. If you got time, look. Even if you got to come back to this live session, even if you got to come back to this live video, to this segment or whatever, do that. Put down in the comment section your longest relationship. And then on a piece of paper, I want you to write down your shortest relationship. And then I want you to think about about the about the relationship that you want of a lifetime. The relationship of a lifetime that you want. The relationship of a lifetime that you want. Okay? So boom. In the comment section, put down your longest relationship. On a piece of paper, I want you to write down your shortest relationship. Mentally, I want you to think about the relationship that you want of a lifetime. And once you have done that, right? Once you have done that, and look, I'm gonna go in the comment section too. Look, after I drop this live, after I drop this stream, I'm gonna go in the comment section too, and I'm gonna put in the comment section my longest relationship. I'm gonna put up there my longest relationship. I'm gonna do it too. Look, I gotta lead by example, just to show y'all that at the end of the day, we are connected. We are one. You feel me? So boom, there may be levels between us, but there is no difference between us. Get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? There may be levels between us, but no difference between us. There's no difference between us. They want you to believe that there is a difference, but there is no difference. There may be levels, there may be ranks, but there is no difference. We all have power. What is yours? Hmm. Now, not everybody's a hero. And just because you got powers, it don't make you a hero. Just because you got powers, it don't make you chosen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get what I'm saying? All of these things, all of this to say, if it's sincere, if it's authentic, if it's real, when it's not forced and purely unconditional, you leave the outside source, you leave the outside energies outside of your connections. It's always best to go off of what a person shows you and what you feel. Because what a person show you and what you feel is going to align up with the answer, which is going to lead you to the choice that you need to make. You feel me? And so, with that being stated, let me say this. And I know just the other last, I know maybe like a live, maybe a few live videos ago, I was probably just giving her a shout out and shit, talking about how I miss my baby and shit. But in the same time, I ain't gonna lie to you. Which if we had a long distance, and we can't even at least we can't even talk at least 3 times out the motherfucker week. There's something wrong. If you can go more than 3 days without talking to me, then bitch, you obviously don't give a fuck about me. I can pass on 2 days. I don't give a fuck about 2 days. 48 hours. I can pass on that. But bitch, if you can pass up on talking to, if you can pass up on a person that you plan on that you say you want to build with, if you could pass up on talking with that person for 72 hours, which is technically 9 hours, or it's 72 hours. Never mind. Look. Never mind. I'm not going to start decoding things. I'm not going to start decoding things. Look, we can decode and do all that. My other channel. Y'all get over there. Link and everything will be in the description. Once I drop this, uh, whenever I drop this, I ain't gonna lie to you. Whenever I drop this, um, but you can go 72 hours, 3 days in society's time clock. 72 hours, 3 days. You can go 3 days without talking to me, and we're supposed to be, and I'm allegedly the person that you want to build with and shit like that. Something wrong. Something wrong. And then it's a consecutive thing. It's a consistent thing. Like I bitch. Look. Excuse my French. If you don't like my French, my profound language, then please leave. If you don't mind me being authentic and me fully expressing myself, then cool. This channel is for you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on social media, Instagram, all that would be, yeah. So, with that being said, so 3 days, 72 hours. You can go that long without talking to the individual that you claim you want to build with, or claim that you love, claim that you whatever. Uh-uh, uh-uh. Something wrong. Something wrong. And then when it's a consecutive thing, like we fall off, we don't talk. The man, stops talking and says, "Fuck it, he's done." Then he comes back, tries to give you a chance, and then within that moment, you feel like it's been long enough, so you respond. You talk for a good hour, maybe an hour and a half, but then you ghost the motherfucker again for days and days and weeks or whatever the case, just to replay the same motherfucking cycle. What the fuck, bitch? No. What type of dummy do you think a nigga is? What type of guppy do you think a nigga is, bro? Like, what the fuck? I'm alright. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am great. I am elevated. I am fucking amazing. Real shit. I am fucking amazing. Couldn't be better. But actually, you know what? I couldn't be better. But at the same time, it could be better. Also, at the same time, what's the best that can happen? Hmm. Hmm. Get what I'm saying? So on that note, let me leave y'all with that. I'm single. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to eat some pussy. That's it. I just want to eat some pussy. That's all I want to do. I just want to eat some pussy. That's it. But on the bright side, like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. This is